Hello, I'm Eject1, and welcome to another episode or another video of Minecraft Map Mondays. And I am Eject1, and you are the viewer. And in this video, we are back in the Project Zearth map, and this time we are in Jijilocity. I believe that's how you say it. And we'll see if we can look at these two. I'm not sure how big the Septon region, because we're now in the Septon region. I'm not sure how big it is, but we'll see if we can fit this. If not, we'll check it out in the next video. But we're gonna see what we can do about it. So we are in the. I just warped here from the spawn book. This is where it put me, and yeah. All right. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started with our walk, shall we? So downtown straight ahead, King's Palace entrance. I guess it's a King's Palace. It would make sense to go there first. So I guess we'll start off heading this way. Bunch of chickens. Oh, what is this? Jijilocity King's Palace. Open at daytime, close at nighttime. Please respect the palace ground. Oh, wow. Now, I will also put in that if this is your first time watching Map Mondays, I don't believe it is, but if it is, I do have other videos, or my Minecraft Map Mondays have been mostly just exploring Project Zearth and walking around the different cities for an hour and seeing what there all is, what this place has to offer. And yeah, so you can go check those out. There will be I believe it's a title card, but there will be yeah, there'll be a playlist and stuff like that where you can watch all these. So yeah, power of dry sky, power of wet clouds. Okay. What is all this? I mean, I guess King's Palace has to have a giant pool. Only seems fair. Hard hit. Probably not a good idea to bring a King's Palace. I'm not sure what the hard hit's for, but I think it's more for survival mode. So this seems like a very, at least on gathering, this seems like a very older style kind of area. I might be in like a back end spot that nobody really comes to. Fire department. That's what it looks like. Alright, let's see if I can find my way out of here. I will try not to read too many oddly placed signs. What is hard hit? I guess you can enchant a stick. Why not? If only they did it. If only they did that in the vanilla game. I feel like the stick would be a valid weapon. There is a daylight sensor. And a cow. Yeah, so this kind of gives sort of a mix of, like, not just older build style, but, like, kind of an older architectural design mixed with sort of a new style that was built around it. That's kind of what it seems like. Emergency exit. Not really an emergency. The main entrance is right here. That's right. I guess I can't. I guess I'll have to take the emergency exit. I have no choice. Let me out. There we go. There's that if you want to pause and read it. Okay. Let's go to that building. It looks like a Capitol building of some sort. And they're kind of going the same way twice. I don't really need an egg. Yeah, cause this must be like an old French Quarter, not French Quarters, but sort of an older style architecture parliament. Yeah, let's check this out. Yeah, it seems like older style builds that were built originally, and then like all the modern stuff is sort of built around it. Septon. Let's see. Is there a way up? Hello, Mr. Pig. Are you royalty? Or a government official? Yeah. Yeah. Looks like a government official. He's not doing anything important. Let's just go on in here. This feels like the other one I explored in Premium City. Obviously, it's different, but it gives the same kind of vibes. This actually feels like the airport. I wonder if this and the airport are worked on by the same person. That's the dragon. There was a creeper out front. That looks interesting. Scaffolding. I've tried to build scaffolding myself in the past, and I struggle with it. So I actually want to check this out for a second. Hang on. I'm going to turn the rain down. Alright. So I want to turn it down for both of us, because it makes it hard to talk over rain. But I'm not going to turn it off. I could turn it off. I'm not going to. Yeah, I always struggle building scaffolding, so seeing a way to build it's always... Because this always does add to a city that... Because the city is never done growing. It's always making changes, always making edits to itself. So, that's a neat little detail. This looks like a park. Hello, Mr. Sheep. What is burning down here? Oh, it's thundering out. How nice. Oh, good thing we're in creative. Is that a crossbow before the crossbow was introduced? That's interesting. Someone predicted it. Okay. Let me get out of this area. And let's go to that building. I will go to the city part itself, the actual city building stuff itself in a little bit. I want to check out this central stuff. And what are you? Let's get out of this blasted rain. Oh, that's loud. Turn that down for myself, and I will try to turn that down in game. Are we in a... Is this some kind of casino? Yeah, this is a casino. Yeah, this is a casino. I would be here, but I don't have a lot of money. I'm what you call that is a lot of redstone torches. That is very concerning. Okay, well, build tip. Build tip. Uh, I don't know what number. Just place down a bunch of redstone torches or any torches all over your build, and no matter what, it looks good. There, I said it. That must be its flag. I'll see if I can get a screenshot for that for me for the what's that? Oh, what is that? Oh, we definitely gotta check that out. That's gotta be a train station or something. A little close there, don't you think? I'm not gonna turn it off. The rain and thunder adds ambience. I almost thought that was a... I know I made a weird noise right there. I almost thought that was a boat. We definitely gotta go check this out now. I'm gonna guess it's another stadium. Short pass. It's gotta be another stadium. A fire department. Oh, how nice. Yeah, I think this is another stadium. Has to be. Tickets information. Emerald Stadium. Alright. This one looks bigger. Oh, the storm stopped. Only because I was inside. Okay, this is a nice size. Yeah, they seem to have a really big thing for soccer in this map, which is pretty cool. Or, I shouldn't say soccer. Soccer is the American term for it. It's actually football in the other countries. Alright, let's make our way to the actual city portion. I am sort of gonna run in the rain. I would sing in the rain, but I can't. I'm not good at singing. I mean, I can sing. I just choose not to. Oh, wow. Giant advertisement. Conference hall. Okay. And one of the things I like about this map is, I mean, not just the I mean, part of it is from the longevity, I guess, but the Jedi Plaza. Ah, yes. I feel the Force. I don't want to know what that sign says. I'm afraid to look at signs in this in these cities because a lot of them tend to be not very friendly, and while I'm sure YouTube's fine with it, I try to avoid those as much as possible. Now, one of the things I like about this city, or about this map in general, is that they don't just do like your typical they don't just do like your typical like, they don't just do your typical builds where it's like a fire station, city hall, a bank and that's it. They tend to do things like they tend to, like they think of all these other things that I don't see a lot of players really considering of building a city that really brings the city to life. Like obviously, obviously you can build a city however you want, but like having something like, a lot of people build stadiums, which is pretty cool, but like what is this big crash mining corporation, like a mining corporation? Nobody thinks to start that. Apartment complexes, people build those, but not a whole lot. But it's sort of the businesses or the companies and stuff that you wouldn't really consider, that most cities don't really make, that they don't really make. Like of course there's zoos and stuff. I am trying to find something as an example. Is that a nuclear plant? There's an original. Um, are these part of the zoo exhibit? Ah, yes. The villagers are conversing. Let's slip through here, can we? No, we gotta go around. That looks like a nuclear thing. But see, it's like most people don't think to build stuff like a nuclear plant within their cities. I mean, some do, but most don't really do that. Which doesn't make them wrong, but it just. What was that? Oh, polar bear. Climbing wall accidents may occur. Which isn't inherently wrong, but it's sort of. It's just better to. It just kind of gives more life and more purpose to a city or really any build. Alright, let's find our way to the actual city stuff. Let me out, please. I'll probably try to work my way to the to the power plant. Ooh, that's. We gotta check that out. But yeah, it's just one of the things that really kind of makes a city more detailed and isn't just a what I would consider a cookie cutter city where it's just all the same buildings and things that they have in the city. It's all the same stuff. I want to see, like, I like seeing other stuff, and I rarely see people that build cities in Minecraft do this kind of stuff. And this looks like the way to go. Like a flower store. I don't really see a lot of flower stores in Minecraft. At least not the YouTube space. I could be wrong. Residence, that's an apartment building. What am I coming across? These are hotels and things of that nature. Living quarters. Black and white, established 2015. What am I looking at here? What? Oh, those are hands. Oh, and that's the yin and yang symbol. That is cool. That is awesome. Even though there are different flower colors, they are still growing from the same grass. Black hand touches the white hand, and both of them resemble the same when they touch. Peace. See, like things like this, like sculptures and statues that maybe don't have actual meaning, but you give them meaning. which is always really cool. Jijilocity Harbor, I will definitely be checking that out too. The mini fire, Brixton Corporation. I think we've been to Brixton. Now, I did have a request to look at some other things back in Premium City, and I will look at those. Probably not this video, but in the next video, or I think I'll have room for one more video in somewhere towards the end of the Zearth series, the Zearth portion of the series. Madla Harbor. So I will definitely be taking a look at some of that stuff, or maybe I'll go look at some things in detail that I might have missed. So if you guys have any suggestions for where are places that you'd like me to look in more detail, I could definitely take a look at it. The Map Mondays won't be stopping. Well, they will stop at some point. And they will stop at some point for a little bit, and that's just because I have another series that I'm going to be getting into. I think I've already mentioned it in my last video. If not, I don't want to spoil it. But I want to just... oh, that's really cool from this far away. Wow. Yeah, this is cool. Can I go in there? Yes, I can. This looks like the residential section. Is there a way up there? I don't think there is. I don't believe there would be a way. Oh, man. Oh, nope, there is. This is the kitchen. Oh, here we are. Next floor. Huh. That's really interesting. But yeah, things like this, like, shipping boats. Like, most people don't think about things that, things of this level of detail. And I think it's really cool. But yeah, if you guys have any suggestions for things that I have missed that you'd like me to look at, or at least look at more detail, definitely let me know, and I will try to get to it. I won't be able to get to all of it, but I'll try to do as much as I can. And yeah, and I'll probably do that in the final Zearth video, or at least I'll try to, depending on how long it takes. Oh, this is really cool. Nice little tugboat, or yeah, it looks like a little tugboat. Really cool ideas. Let me slip on over here before I get ran over. But yeah, it's a really cool looking idea, or a really cool concept. So yeah, the Project Zearth series, at least for the Minecraft Map Mondays, that will be, I think, that video where I show off all the stuff that I'm looking at more in detail. That will probably be the last video of this series. But the Map Mondays, they will be put on hold for a while, just because I'm gonna have another series starting up soon, and I don't like to have too many series on my channel. I feel like it messes with the YouTube algorithm. It confuses it. So that's why I try to keep it to one series. And also, I don't want people... I feel like people would get confused as to what's what. Like, if I did I mean, obviously, I when I do my thumbnails, I usually make like a note of like, oh, like I'll put like I have a thing that's like, oh, like you have like a Minecraft and whatever the series is called. So of course you could tell, but it still confuses people because they might suggest one thing, but it's like, oh, this is, this is like I don't want people getting confused and thinking that it's the same series. Like I don't want them thinking like this would be my Let's Play series, for example. So I try to label them, but I still try to keep it to one series at a time. So that's why the Let's Play hasn't been worked on in like, well, a month or two now. So, but yeah, I'd like to get back to that, but that's going to be not till November. And that's because in October I have something else going on that I am actually in the midst of recording right now. And you guys have to just wait and see. Oh, International Airport. Let me in. Security check. I don't need no security check. Baggage. Oh, cool. So yeah, that's kind of the current situation with things. Oh, this is I mean, it's an international airport, but it's more of a local airport. Okay. So yeah, that's kind of just the overall plan. What else do I want to talk about while I do these walks? I usually talk when I do these walks. Also, since I do since I do Map Mondays, in the future, if you have any suggestions for Map Mondays that you'd like to see, where I explore a Minecraft map, and then I make a video about it where I just walk around for an hour, or in this case, I'm running. I just walk around for an hour and I show you guys around, and I show some of the details a little bit here and there. Not too much. I don't want to spoil it because this is no entry. I'll enter if I want. Oh, it's kind of pointless to enter here. There we go. Have my little key so I can sneak out in and out of places. But yeah, if you guys have any suggestions for things you'd like me to explore in the future, like I said, well, actually, I could keep the Map Mondays going for a while, but I don't know if I will. I mean, I would like to do Greenfield. Uh, that is another series. I mean, that is another series I've looked into, and oh wow, that is. I feel like I've seen this before. Maybe I've seen it in the interview video that they did for Project Zearth. I forget the creator's name, but they did like a because that's actually how I found out about this map was through that person, and then I believe this was in that video somewhere. I could be wrong, but this is really cool. Oh yeah, now we're getting into this something like this just feels like Chicago. Like this gives Chicago, I mean, probably also New York vibes, but I've never been to New York, so I wouldn't know. I don't know if I would ever go because it's really. I'd love to go, but it's just really really expensive, and they have really big rats. So I don't know if I would go, but I have been to Chicago because I live pretty close to there, and this is very very Chicago-esque vibes, especially with the color palette with this. Oh, that's cool. They used stone bricks. Cause okay, so I'm gonna give a little bit of architectural insight into just something I'm noticing here, based off this building. So if you look at this, um, So if you look at this, you'll see you have, uh, what is it? I believe that is brown terracotta. Yeah, well, I'll just say it's brown terracotta. So that brown terracotta is going across like this, and they got the stone bricks that go up like this. And this is sort of a visual trick that you use on not just skyscrapers in Minecraft, but also in real life, where you have lines that go up that are brighter than lines that are going across. And what this does is it sort of forces your eyes to follow it up. And it's using this with the block colors, but you can also do other things, kind of like how this building is, where it has this slight interruption here just to differentiate between this floor and the other floors. But you have these lines that just go all the way up, and it forces your eyes to look that way. And it's sort of a way to just visually make it seem taller than it actually is. Like, you know, this is like really, really tall. Because where the lines go is going to draw your eye. So, like, if you look at this part, you're going to see that your eyes want to go this way, or maybe this way. And then it kind of goes up a little bit. But, yeah, it's just something I learned. I believe that was from Alpine, which is if you don't know, that is a famous. He's a popular Minecraft YouTuber. He does a lot of architectural stuff. I would actually like to explore the Andia map as well. I don't know if I would be able to. I'm not sure. I'd have to take a look at that. But I'd love to look at Greenfield. It is another map that has inspired me to build cities and stuff. But we want to go this way, because that goes back where we were when we started. Bright green glass. Now, of course, I'm pretty sure these people weren't really aiming for super perfect cities, or, you know, they were just building stuff. I mean, stuff that looks good, but they were just kind of building what they thought worked well. They weren't really thinking about architecture, but it's still interesting to see that they kind of incorporate some of the architectural stuff into this. So, yeah. That's just... I mean, a lot of this is like early Minecraft, where, like, you know, early Minecraft, you weren't really thinking about, you know, being super detailed, super crazy. And that's the thing about this. Like, this is, you know, a lot of this is like older builds, from like way back in 2010, 2011, and so on and so forth. So a lot of, you know, you got to remember, back then we weren't so concerned with, you know, making something look super good. I mean, as long as it got the point across, like, it could be super basic. Like, I mean, this is a really good looking thing, but it's also super basic. Like, I mean, that 2x3 window, like, that could be replicated. You know, that whole thing could be replicated easily just by looking at that. And it's a super simple design, but, you know, it just goes to show that, you know, it doesn't need to be super complex to be a good looking build. So it's just sort of, that's sort of the mindset with when I look at these things. So what is, oh, that's a apartment up there. Nice. Pavilion. Wait. Pavilion. Pavilion. Yes, I'm saying that right. But yeah, so that's just sort of my take on it. Wyoming Street. Okay. Well, I mean, I guess someone really likes Wyoming. Or someone liked it enough to name it a street. This is for big occasions. Uh-huh. Yeah, I know a shady deal when I see one. I believe we're making our way back to where we were. Or actually, we're going in a different spot. Where am I now? Okay, I want to go up there. Wait, what is that? I know I'm kind of running around instead of walking. This map is just so big. I want to try and catch as much as I can. Okay, so that goes towards where we just were. I'm trying to avoid that now because I've already been there and I'm trying to show as much as I can without showing too much. Because I want you guys to come in and explore and see for yourselves. I mean, you could probably spend years playing this game or playing this. Well, I mean that's true. I mean, you could spend years playing this game. I mean, that's what these people did, and yeah, and you can too. And maybe you could build a gigantic city like this. But yeah, you can spend years exploring this map. It's supposed to be playing survival, but I'm playing it in creative because I just want to walk around and explore without having to be constantly hungry. Because otherwise, that cow right there would have been murdered. And I don't think YouTube does so well with content about murder in Minecraft. Well, in Minecraft. For legal reasons, this is Minecraft. Alright. That is a pretty cool looking tree. I don't think there's very much of a city itself to explore. We're already this way. I'm going to go this... we're not going to go this way. I'm probably walking in a circle. So you might see the same things twice, but that's because everything... You kind of get... It's kind of like a real city where you kind of get lost. I will tell a bit of a backstory. Yeah, I will tell a little bit of a story. So, I was visiting relatives in Michigan, and I was on my way back. Oh, that is concrete powder. That is smart. Such a subtle detail, but that's smart. Nice. Anyways, as I was saying, I'm from Illinois, and I was visiting some relatives out in Michigan, which is like a 4-hour drive. But I took the train because it's just easier on resources and getting people to and fro. So that's what we did. And basically on one of the trips from Michigan back to Illinois, so I was on my way home actually, and basically what had happened was essentially let's see. I took the train from Michigan to Chicago, and essentially I had a 4-hour wait because of a transfer to go from, because once you get to Chicago, then you get onto a train that takes you to whatever part of Chicago you live in, or whatever train is going to take you to the next place. So I'm trying to find my way to that too, because I want to explore that. So yeah, so I basically so what happened, I know I'm going to be all over the place with this while I'm walking and playing Minecraft, sorry. But, so I had a 4-hour wait to go from, so, what am I saying? I swear I can talk, I'm just walking, talking, and playing Minecraft, so my brain is busy. Anyways, so I get off the train, and so there's a 4-hour wait, and I'm waiting at the Grand Central, and it's just like, well, I'm not a person to like just kind of stay in one place for a long time. I mean, I can. I just prefer not to. And I'm just like, okay. So I decided, well, I'm going to walk around the city and explore. Because I'm an adult and I am perfectly capable of walking around the city. And there's kind of another story that's not tied to this, but similar. I'll probably tell that too. Okay, how do you get to there? there's probably entrance on that end. So we gotta go this way. So I walk around the city for about 4 hours, which is really cool. Which was really cool. It was really fun to see. Because for me, I mean, I grew up in a small town my entire life. And while a small town is great, and a lot of people seem to like it, where it's nice and quiet, you don't have to deal with all the ruckus and craziness that's going on in the cities. But for me, it's just with the Midwest, you see one small town, you've seen them all, because they're all just kind of the same, and it sort of gets boring after a while. You kind of see the same things over and over and over, and maybe that's the same feeling that city people feel about being in a city. But being in a city, it's just like it's sort of crazy to see like all these really big, tall buildings, and like I just find it fascinating that like you have all these crazy tall buildings and all this huge infrastructure that went into planning and getting all this stuff going. You also get like all these people that are just walking around, and you wonder where they came from, where they're going, what their story is, and it's and especially being in a city as historic as Chicago is, like it's okay. We're gonna do something that would typically be illegal, but I'm gonna do it anyways because I'm Eject one and I'm cool like that. Gonna sneak into a nuclear power plant. Definitely nothing wrong with that. Oh wow, that's cool. So I walk around the city, and like I said, it's a really cool experience because you get to really explore the overabundance of like buildings. It's like Zearth actually really captures that feeling of being in a city. Like you're just surrounded by like massive buildings and all these people just walking around. Well, there's nobody walking around here, but Ecotron, um, Ecotron. Wait a minute, Ecotron. Or wait, is that Techotron? Oh no, it's just the logo. Ecotron. I swear I can read. Ecotron? What do you mean Ecotron? What kind of transformer name is that? So anyways, I keep getting distracted. Just sidelines the story. Sidelines the story, sorry. But in the what am I saying? So I explored the city, which was great, and it was a really cool experience. And I think I went up and down Adams Street or so. Well, the time came for when it was time for me to get on the train. The problem was that the last hour of my trip, I decided, okay, well, I'm gonna start heading back because I don't want to be late for my train. Problem was, because this had been my first time in the city by myself on foot. Yeah, you could say I got lost on accident. I mean, I wasn't lost, but like you kind of get lost. And so it was a pretty cool. Oh, so there was an entrance here. Well, I'm cool like that, so I just snuck through. So so I basically walked around for about 4 hours. And then the last hour I was like, okay, I'm gonna start heading back because I don't want to get locked out. Or I don't want to miss my train. So the problem is that because this is my first time in the city, I wound up getting lost. And by getting in, I didn't really know my way around. I didn't know where things were, except for what street I was on. And so I started walking up and down, and I asked for directions from people. And that was pretty interesting. I think that was the one where I actually stopped off and ate somewhere. At this it was this bar and restaurant, which is like in the business district of the city, which was really cool. It's a really cool place. I think It's City Social. That's the name of it. I'm not sponsoring them. I'm not rich enough to sponsor them, or cool enough. I'm not that cool. I'm cool enough to break into a nuclear power plant, but I'm not cool enough to sponsor things unless they want it. But no thanks. But yeah, so it was pretty cool, and they had some pretty good food. I will say that is the one. That is the. I got a burger there, and it was really good. And I will say, um, that was like the one burger where. So usually you get like this. Sometimes in sandwiches, they'll put like these little decorative toothpicks with like the little thing. I don't know what they're called. The name for it escapes me. I think it's just a skewer. Well, normally it's just like a decoration to the sandwich, right? Well, here's the deal. So I went to go take that. So I took that out of the sandwich, thinking, it's fine. And all of a sudden, that sandwich fell apart as I was trying to eat it. And it was a delicious burger. It was really good, but it was just it was just really like it was a really delicious burger, but it was just like really kind of it just fell off. Like it actually like so that skewer kind of actually served a purpose. All right, I think we will go look at while I keep talking here. Let's go look at these two. I got a little time left. So yeah, a little bit of side story with that. And Dirk Fail for another day. I don't know. Let's go take a look at this. Was that a mob? Oh. I think it's set to peaceful. I could be wrong. So yeah, I get lost and I'm asking for directions, trying to find things. And eventually I found my way to the Millennium Mile, luckily. And then from there I was like, okay, I know where I'm at. Because once you find stuff like, Millennium Mile stuff, it's pretty hard to get lost from there. And then eventually I made it back, I would say probably about 10 minutes to spare before my train had to take off. Which was very interesting, to say the least. Oh, I see where it is. This was... Because right on the other side. Oh, that's another... Is that the airport? That's the same airport. That's an airfield. That's a separate one. Okay. So yeah, that's the story of how I got lost in the city, and obviously I found my way back, because otherwise I probably wouldn't have started a YouTube channel. So that was a very interesting thing. Ooh. Can I drive? Can I drive? No, I can't drive. Wait, hold on. If I can find a way up there. Nope. Ow, nope. You didn't see that. Okay, well, I guess I can't ride that. And that looks like unfinished lands. So yeah, that's one story of me getting lost while perusing the city my first time. Yeah, it was interesting then. It was a really fun time. I will go there next. We didn't look at this very well. Jijilocity. Okay. But yeah, that was sort of a kind of scary experience, because I didn't want to miss my train and have to start a new life in the city. Okay, so there's that story. And I guess I will tell the other story. I will have to slightly abridge the story, part of it. I'm not going to tell which part. You'll have to guess. That's rhetorical. Please don't guess which one. Anyways, what am I saying? So the other story happened actually really pretty recently. So, and this was actually June or July of this year. So, Tommy Innit, the big YouTube star that we all know, and some love, some hate, but I don't hate him. Basically, he has this tour show he does where he does like improv comedy of some type. And I gotten tickets, and I had went by myself, and I had got my vehicle finally, so I went out there and did it. And I got there late. I didn't get there on time. I tried to, but this is my first time driving in. This is like one of my first times driving in the city, and traffic in Chicago is like really bad, like really, really bad. And I wasn't aware, just like I knew it was gonna be bad. I wasn't aware like just how bad it was gonna be. That looks like a prison. A prison for your mind. I have to use the I have to use the bathroom. Oh, wrong button. Wrong lever, Kronk. So yeah, so I get there an hour late, and so I probably watched. So I pretty much just watched like the last hour of the show, it was pretty good though. I think Tommy did a great job. I tried to get video and picture of it. I was gonna send it to Twitter, but I just got a new phone, and it was like it was potato. Like honestly, I would say it was potato quality, but I've seen potato quality would have been better than that. Just flat out, it would have been better than that. So I didn't bother posting it because it was just absolutely blurry. But it was a pretty fun time. It was a really fun experience. Is this a Jedi temple? That's what it looks like. So yeah, it was sort of a so that was pretty fun, and I enjoyed it. Now, what wound up happening but the story takes place after the show. So the show ends, and so I had to park my car ways away from where I was, or from where the venue was, because there was no parking allowed there. And so I had to go park in the neighborhood. So when the show ended, I faced well, actually, I need to back up a little bit with my story. So when I get to the... What am I saying? I am trying to find my way out of here a little bit. Harbor. Area 2. So I get out of the show, and so when I was trying to find the show, so when I was trying to find the venue, I found what is it called? So I had the Google directions, the Google Maps directions, and it was set to the car. Set to the car function. So, and this area was like all bunch of one ways, which was so it basically kept sending me in circles, which made me even later to the show, before I realized that it was just doing the car thing instead of the person walking thing setting. And so I walk back, and so basically I walk over there, and I'm like, and so I figured that out. Now I get out of this venue, and I found out that my car, and I figured out that, well, because I thought, okay, I could just find my way back. It's not that hard. And it turns out it is a lot harder than that, because what winds up happening... Building grounds, stay away. I do what I want. Especially while I'm talking here. Oh. Is that a access hatch? We're gonna go up here anyways. I want to see what this looks like. So I go up to. So I get out, and because. And so basically, I forget where I had to park. And. Yeah, so two problems present themselves. First, I forgot where I parked, and I had to use the bathroom. I will say that the bathroom part was solved. I will not elaborate. Please don't tell YouTube or your local authorities. I don't think they really care because I was in kind of a really. I don't want to say I was in a bad situation, but I kind of was because I had no idea where my car was, and I also had to work that night. So, which I figured I could make it back in time and maybe catch like an hour of sleep. What is that? That looks like a concert hall or something. Oh, wow. Huh. Oh. Huh. Any people that have representation, oh, it's a, oh. Wait, what is, oh, okay. I won't read those signs because they might be something that's not appropriate for YouTube. Anyways, back to my story. Um, I will take, I will deal with that sign. You know what? Move, cow. Cool. There. It's in the video. Destroy my monetization, YouTube. I don't care. Um, I won't sing. I'm a terrible singer. I will stage dive, though. Anyways, I keep skipping my story, I know. This is really cool, though. Thanks for the representation. For the people that are affiliated with this stuff. Wait a minute. Am I going crazy? Hold on. Wait a minute. Unless this is old. Unless that's it. Is that it? I just noticed that there might be one. I know I'm distracting from the story. I'm sorry, guys, but unless that is it, can someone from the Zearth community verify if this is the flag that represents the trans? I could be wrong because I'm pretty sure it's blue, white, pink, or pink, white, blue, depending on which direction you're going. I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't want to spend too long here. Nothing wrong with this stuff. I just want to explore the rest of the city. Just something I noticed. Directville Station. Oh, cool. But yeah. So I'm lost in this area that I'm not familiar with at all, and I don't know where my car is. So, and I was also nervous that they'd tow my car away because I kind of parked in a neighborhood. I don't think they would have cared because I think they understood the assignment, which they did. And so I get to where I was. So I get to where so I walk around cuz so my way of finding things when I get lost is like look for familiar landmarks, and like when I'm going places I will take note of landmarks and stuff in case I get lost. And so like I memorized this mural and things like that. So I kind of walked around until I could retrace my footsteps. And I walked in a giant circle for like 6, 7 times before I found my way to my car. And I was just about to give up hope. And I actually had to call into work because I was not going to make it in time. I was not going to make it in time and definitely not with enough sleep. So, Yeah, and if I didn't have other things going on, like a YouTube channel and other thing, if I didn't have a YouTube channel and other things going on in life, part of me was considering just starting my life over in Chicago. I would have been homeless, but you know what? I would have finally done what I want to do, which is live in a city. Oh, which might be a hot take, but it's my hot take, and I will take it. Hot to go. HOTTOGO. But yeah, it's sort of a okay. Let's go to the other one. Oh, that's Septon Spawn. Is that? Oh, okay. Welcome to Septon Spawn. Please proceed to. Okay. Well, I'm gonna explore this part for a little bit. Hello. Oh, wow. What is that all for? Hi. I don't know what that is. Oh, there's a village over there. We'll go visit that. This video will get a little bit longer. I don't care. To the neon border. Long walk. I don't feel like going on that long of a walk. Plus, this video is getting pretty long, and I want to finish the story. So, anyways, I did call up my coworker and told him, like, hey, I'm not gonna be able to make it in because I'm like lost in the city. Oh, this is this is cool. Okay, this is really cool. I need to do something like this in my wait, what is that? Hold on. Oh, this is so cool. What? No, take me back. You idiot chicken, go away. Here. Idiot. Wait. Stop it. What's going on here? Okay. I'm just going to use this. Okay. Okay, so anyways, that was rude. Oh, this is so cool though. See, I've always wanted to do something like this in like one of my survival worlds, like have something like a central area, then it's like surrounded by the walls. That is just really cool. But yeah, so anyways, as I was saying, oh wow. Was this supposed to be like the origin spawn? Wait, uh-huh. Okay, where did I end up? This place is just full of surprises. How to understand Project Zearth tutorial. Oh wow, 5 videos in and this is what I get. 6 videos in, I think. Let's see, yes. I like oh, I get it. Prixton Corporation. Of course it's funded by them. Hi, are you here for the fireworks show? Join us. That doesn't look like a firework. Delta Island. Yes. I guess your ride's broken. Oh, nice. Back to spawn. Okay, you know what? Let's go. I got a little time. Oh, wow. They even have a tutorial for this stuff. They have thought of everything. Let's see. Where is... There's number 1. Okay, so I will look at this in the next video. Yeah, we'll look at that in the next video. No, don't boot up. No, don't boot up. No more. Okay. All sorts of weird stuff happening. Okay, so anyways, as I was saying, what does that go to? I don't want to go any place I've already explored. Anyways, yeah, so I found my way back to my car and I went home. That was that but yeah, I almost started a new life out there, but luckily I found my way back cuz otherwise you would not be getting this content for many, many years, if at all. But I did. So I'm back. And yeah, that was pretty interesting experience, but I will say the timing on the show is pretty fun. I don't know where else he's going to do tours, but if he does, I definitely recommend you go check it out. It is a really cool. There's not much here. Blaze Thunder Jr. Uh, can I sneak through? No, I cannot. Okay. I'm gonna use my. Oh. Can I? Nope. Ha. Hop the fence. Ooh. Secret door. I'm going to remove that. What do you go to? Okay. Now we're getting into the nitty gritty. Ooh, what is this? Um. Oh, it's a grave. It's a tomb. Oh, okay. Yeah, we can leave. I think this is the time to leave with that. But yeah, so that's a couple stories of me getting lost and almost having to start a new life over or something like of that nature. But I'm back and let me. Oh, am I set to? Hold on. Oops, I'm so used to Bedrock. Okay. Okay, so let's take a look. Anything else I missed? We got to that. Oh, that looks so cool. The giant donut. And I believe we explored this. I believe this was actually in the previous video. Or no. This was maybe it was rebuilt twice. Okay. Well, anyways, I think that's a yeah, that's just me sharing a little bit of a story about stuff about my life that I thought might be interesting to share. But yeah, I guess that there's a lesson to the story. Put a tracking device in your vehicle so you can find your way back. Yeah. But anyways, I think that's going to be it for this video. If you did like this video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. And also, there is a link to the Project Zearth down in the description. So if you want to go check it out yourself, you will need 1.16.1 because that is the latest version. I don't know if they no, they didn't update yet. But yeah, so if you want to explore this, you will need that, and they do have setting stuff in the technical handbook, so you can set yourself to do whatever your PC can handle. But yeah, anyways, that is gonna have to do it for me. And if you like this video, you know what to do. Give that thumbs up button a thumbs up, and give that subscribe button a big fat hug, and a good pat on the back. And anyways, with that being said, that is all for me. I'm Eject1, and until next time, you have been ejected. Oh wait, no. Sorry, I messed that up. Have a wonderful day, and until next time, you have been ejected. Yeah, I got it that time. See ya.